Hi, everybody. Welcome to the day before the super full moon coming up tomorrow. I'm so excited about looking at what pains you are having and doing whatever is possible to miraculously either release them or at least make you feel a little better. I trust that everybody has joined the Facebook group because that's where we are communicating. And the Facebook group is Yes to More Health and Wealth. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to do that. How are you all doing? How is today for you? How have the last couple of days been for you? You know, there's the possibility of a huge amount of negativity being in our space for the last few weeks. How are you dealing with it, if at all it's showing up in your space? Nauko? Hi, Hansa. So good to see you again. Hi, Monique. Hi, Nina. All right, my darlings. Officially, I'll open the call in like 5 seconds. I trust you all are on the Facebook group and you know the post where we are chatting. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Pain to Peace to Power call. We are so blessed that we have the time today to get onto this call because it's one day before the super full moon. And for the last few days, there has been an intense energy of Lord Shivji with us. Lord Shivji is the Hindu deity of destruction, but destruction for rebirthing, destruction for construction. And he is one of the lords who helps us a lot when it comes to pain, illness, and disease. There are quite a few other reasons that happen astrologically as well. A weak afflicted Mars, a weak afflicted Saturn, these do bring about a lot of physical pain in our body. But as you all know, pain is not just physical pain. It's also emotional pain. It's also mental pain. Whichever pain it is that you have come with, I'm making the intention for miracles to take place, for destruction to begin and construction to begin. First, let us gather all our thoughts, our feelings, our scattered energies. Close your eyes. Hold the palms in Namaskara Mudra. Bow your head slightly. And in this position of perfect balance of left side, right side, yin, yang, negative and positive, I want you to start focusing on your breath. I want you to keep focusing on your breath till you hear the mantra Om Namah Shivaya. And then I want you to start focusing on that mantra. We're going to have the mantra 11 times. And here it comes.
Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Slowly open your eyes 3 times. Please say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Bring your palms down. Have some water. And as soon as you've done that, close your eyes again. I want you to see your pain body. Whether this is mental pain, emotional pain, physical pain, financial pain, sexual pain, spiritual pain, I want you to see this pain in the form of a body. Maybe the body will look complete. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will be black. Maybe it will be gray, green. However it is, I want you to see your pain body. You can see this or sense it very easily because the pain is constantly communicating with us. I mean, all of us is communicating with us. Pain especially. Pain is the loudest communication that takes place between us and ourselves, especially if it's physical pain. Once you see this pain body, you will see that there is a cord or an attachment coming from your body to the pain body. Can you see it? I want you to remove this cord, this chain, this rope from your body. Just start pulling it out. Maybe there'll be a sucking motion that takes place as you pull it out. Maybe you realize that it has a lot of tendrils and they're all holding on to this particular body part. Just gently start moving it out. You may feel sensations in different parts of the body apart from this part. Once you've pulled it out, throw it into the pain body. The pain body will start collapsing now. As soon as it's collapsed, you are going to gather it in a white cotton cloth. You're going to tie up the cloth on top. And you're going to say, Dear Lord Shivji, I hand over my pain to you to be destroyed and for my new life to begin. Three more times. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. See them, the pain bodies, being lifted away or automatically just disappearing, like going up in smoke. Also see if you can sense Lord Shivji standing right there, smiling his benevolent smile, holding his trident with the moon shining in his hair. Say thank you, Lord Shivji. Thank you for releasing this. Thank you for destroying this. One more time, let us do the three chants for Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Return to my voice, return to your physical body. Keep your eyes closed. Wherever it is that you sense the pain, in the heart, in the head, in the shoulders, in the knees, in the back, we are going to start breathing a certain way. So the breath is broken up into four. It's 4 inhales and 4 exhales is one breath. So, inhaling like, opening the mouth and exhaling like, some of y'all have done this breath with me long back when we would do energy yoga or do breath work in our group calls. Right now, there's a way that we're doing this breath. When you inhale, you will focus on the nostrils or the tip of the nose. When you exhale, you will exhale from the part of your body that has the pain. So let us say that your lower back is paining. You will take your inhale, focusing on the tip of the nose. And when you exhale, bring your attention to your lower back and go. Got it? If your pain is in the shoulders, if your pain is in the knee, on the exhale, you'll think about that body part and open your mouth and do the 4 exhales. I want you to do this in 3 steps, starting now. Superb. How are you feeling? What is your pain? What can I help you with? What can I support you through today? Open your eyes. Take your glass of water or bottle of water. Today's water is going to be charged as holding the glass in your hand, in the mouth, glass or bottle, in the mouth of the bottle or the glass. You're going to say, yes, I am healed now. You're going to say it 3 times. Yes, I am healed now. Yes, I am healed now. Yes, I am healed now. Then at the side of the glass or the bottle, you're going to say, yes, I am healed now. Yes, I am healed now. Yes, I am healed now. If it's a glass, just gently swirl the water in the glass. If it's a bottle, put your cap back, like I'm putting my cap back, and just turn the bottle upside down so that the water mixes from top to bottom. This is because water does not have very powerful mixing currents. It does not have very strong convection currents. So you have to actually physically mix water when you're doing something to recharge it. Otherwise, it will take a very long time for the bottom part of the water to get the message. Have a sip of your healing water now. Tell me, how does it taste? How does it make you feel? Oh, it's just so much cooler. And slight taste to it. What about y'all? And while y'all are letting me know how you're doing, how the water is tasting, I'm just going to give you a brief introduction to what's really going on with pain. There is a huge price we pay for being in pain. Not just because the body is paining, or the mind is paining, or the heart is paining, but because all kinds of pain make us weak. So much of the body's energies are being spent on controlling the pain, managing the pain, handling the pain. In fact, if you look at your pain medication, if you are on any pain medication, and please tell me if you are, all of it is to manage the pain, right? It's to control the pain. It's to handle the pain. It's to find a way to live with the pain. Maybe because you've spent a long time in the pain. Maybe because you've tried so much. Maybe because the pain goes, but then it seems to come back. And notice I use the word seems to come back. Whatever the reason where you've gotten to the point where you're learning to live with pain, let me tell you what all pain is costing you. Because pain gives rise to weakness in the body, we age faster with pain. Because invariably, if there's physical pain, you'll try to not put any pressure on it, right? Like if your hip is hurting, you'll put pressure on the opposite side. If your knee is hurting, you won't walk so much. Weakness as well as imbalance starts happening in the body. And as you all know, my darlings, life is all about the giving and the receiving. With pain, that gets imbalanced. Either we stop receiving, and this, by the way, I have seen enormously with people in physical pain. Their money blocks show up because they don't have the energy left over to focus on receiving, because they're so busy handling the pain. Because there is an imbalance, the body does not touch the ground properly and fully, meaning grounding goes off. I've also seen that with pain, when you've lived with pain long enough, it's not just one pain in one body part. It starts becoming other body parts as well. It's like pain attracts more pain. How much do you all normally spend managing your pain? How much money have you spent so far? How much ever it is, do you know that you actually have to spend more money to make yourself happy? So much money being spent on managing the pain. What do you do to be happy? You spend even more on trying to be happy. People in pain spend at least 20 times more than people who are not in pain in order to get some pleasure, some happiness. The opposite of pain is happiness. The opposite of pain is health, wealth, prosperity, abundance. Pain robs us of our potential, our purpose, our lives, and our times. How much time have you spent on your pain? Emotionally, how much time have you spent on it? Mentally, how much time have you spent on it? If all the time that you spent on your pain would be returned to you, how much time would you have? What more could you do with your life? What more can you do with yourself? Unknowingly or knowingly, this is why you're on the call. Because you want that time. You want to live your life's purpose. You want to fulfill your potential. You want to be in your power. So everybody, breathing in, throwing your hands up, stretching and arching your back and chest, say yes to being healthy and happy. Yes to being at peace. Yes to experiencing joy and happiness. Yes to being powerful in living my life and my purpose. Yes, yes, yes. In fact, please give me a in capitals, exclamation mark, underlined, colorful, huge yes. Like yes. And then, my darlings, let me unmute y'all and speak to one of y'all about your pain. Will you raise your hand up and tell me if you're willing to come on to the call? Before I reveal the 3 things that are keeping you in this pain, that are contributive to this pain, that are causing this pain, tell me a little bit about yourself, where you are right now. What's your biggest pain? What's your pain point? And is it as much as yesterday? Or is it different after we hand it over to Lord Shivji? All right, let me check. Hi, Hansa. I'm unmuting you right now. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I have calcification in my left shoulder and it was paining and now it is reduced.
Fantastic. How long have you had this calcification? And by calcification, is it like a frozen shoulder?
Actually not frozen shoulder, but I got pain in shoulder and upper arm and it is from 15 days, 2 weeks.
All right. And on a scale of 0 to 10, how much is the pain right now?
Right now it is 5.
All right. And when you showed it to the doctor, did he give you any kind of diagnosis?
Yes, it is calcification. So I was taking physiotherapy.
Okay. Very good. Did that help?
Yes, it has, but still it was paining. Now it is reduced.
Are you on any medication? What did the doctor say is a solution to the calcification?
No, it won't reduce. Only the pain will go with physiotherapy.
I see. So there's no medication?
No. But I am taking homeopath for that.
Fantastic.
It will help. Yeah.
Fantastic. All the work that we are doing is an add-on, is a supplement and a complement to whatever is currently working for you. So, Hansa, are you ready to bring this pain down?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Before we begin the process, I want to tell you that there is a journey to pain and pain relief. Like when you have a fever or you're unwell and you start getting well, you know how you feel like your appetite's gone, there's a weird taste in the mouth, you feel weak in the body, like it takes you a little while, even though the fever's gone, to be completely okay. Like that, pain has a journey before it became pain. Therefore, when we open that knot of pain, that journey will get recreated. For example, I'll tell you, stiffness. A stiffness carries a lot of pain, but it's not become a pain yet. Numbness, aches, hurts, discomfort. Sound familiar? Do you remember any of these stages before the pain became pain? Hansa, do you remember anything like this?
No, it suddenly came when I was get up in the morning and it started.
Okay.
And then I went for a long drive and it became more and more.
Got it. Hansa, your English has become so perfect. Thank you so much.
Nidhu, actually, for everything, for English, I am a little bit confused.
No, you're doing perfectly fine. Beautifully.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Do you remember stiffness, aches, hurts, discomfort, numbness in any other part of the body before this pain showed up?
No, it was little bit from here only, shoulder pain. And then it suddenly increased.
Increase.
But I may get some emotional also.
Right. We're going to come to the emotions because there are three components to whatever goes on with us, and that's the physical component, the mental component, and the emotional component, like the three-pronged trident of Lord Shivji, which, by the way, is why we're doing things in sets of three. All right. Hang on. So first of all, Hansa, when you did the breath, how did you feel with the pain?
When I got it was very severe. Even I can't wear my clothes also.
And now, today?
2 days after your session, it is very light.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
It is reduced. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it was just paining. But
Got
now
it.
it is reduced.
Got it. Now that it's reduced, is the pain a discomfort? Is it a heaviness? Is it an ache? What is the pain now?
It is ache.
It is an ache. This journey where either the intensity of the pain will change or the nature of the pain will change or both, I need you all to watch out for. While I have had hundreds of miracles, I've also had hundreds of cases where we had to travel with the pain. In EFT, it's called chasing the pain. We're going to chase the pain. Whatever the pain is, it can show up in another part of the body as well. Let us see how Hansa's journey is. Hansa, to get ready to let go of the pain completely, one more time, in a set of three, we are going to do the breathing in and the breathing out from the shoulder and the upper arm. Ready?
Okay. Yes, ready.
So 4 times we're going to inhale and 4 times we're going to exhale. So Hansa,
Yes.
have a sip of your healing water and
Okay.
tell me how much is the pain.
I was having pain on shoulder and upper arm. Upper arm was still in jam. So it is reduced. In shoulder pain is still, but upper arm pain is reduced.
Nice. The shoulder was pain and had become an ache, was aching. Is
Yes.
the ache still there?
Little, I think 1 or 2% it is reduced.
All right. So from 5, it's become a 3.
Yes.
All right. Hansa, now we're going to go for the most basic clearing sentence. The most basic clearing sentence is pain you can leave now. Hansa, just try it 3 times.
Pain you can leave now.
2 more
Pain
times.
you can leave now. Pain you can leave now.
All right, Hansa, have another sip of your water. Let's give this
Okay.
30 seconds. Let me check how everybody else is doing on the group.
Upper arm pain is very less.
Okay. And the shoulder?
Shoulder little reduced. So maybe 2.
Okay. Is it still
Yeah.
aching? Or
Yes.
has it become
Yes.
aching? Because pain is a concentrated energy. You know, pain is like if you took a sunflower and put it in a matchbox. And you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now, to the horror of that imagery. But that is what takes place in the area of the pain, where this beautiful, living, sentient energy has now gotten stuffed into this tight place. Tightness is another word that comes up with pain. Like, for example, Hansa, how would you describe the pain? Like, is it sharp? Is it dull?
On shoulder it is sharp and on arm it is dull.
Got it. So, how tight is it on the shoulder?
It is picking. See,
It is
now
pricking.
it is gone. Reduce.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Now go ahead now.
Shoulder pain reduce.
Fantastic. Where it was a 5 became a 3. How much is it now?
1.
Yay! No medication. Only 30 seconds to breathe. 10 seconds, not even 10 seconds. 3 seconds to say the sentence. Wow, awesome. Let us give this 30 more seconds. And everybody else, tell me, what is your pain? Where is your pain? How does this pain feel? What is the nature of the pain? What is the intensity of the pain? Check with the pain. The thing about pain is that pain is a message to stop. Something we are doing, or something we are thinking, or something we are feeling needs to be released immediately. That's what pain is. Pain gives us the very important message of stop, check, breathe, respond, then move. Hansa, what do you
Yes.
think your pain is asking you to stop?
Now, when I move my hand, no, then it is still there.
Okay. Good. Thank you for pointing that out, because when we check on pain, we check with movement. especially if it's physical pain. Because sometimes the pain can reduce, but the moment you move your arm, your leg, your hip, your neck, the pain shows up. The pain flares up. And that is the sunflower saying, hey, you've not let me out completely. Where the pain is like the top layer, the middle layer, and a bottom layer. The bottomest layer of pain is where the pain originates. And this also I've seen hundreds of times, that where the pain shows up is not necessarily where the pain originated. Hansa, when you move your hand and the pain comes, how strong is it on a scale of 0 to 10?
Hello?
Hansa, could you hear me?
Yes, yes. It is again 5.
5. And what is the nature of the pain? Is it sharp? Is it tight? Is it dull? Is it aching? Is it stiffness? Is it discomfort? Is it hurting?
On the shoulder it is aching. And on the arm, just something stuck there.
Something stuck there. Hansa,
Yes.
take a wild guess. What is stuck over there?
In my mind, it comes all my emotions.
All right. All my emotions are stuck there.
Yes.
Is that what you're being asked to do? Are you being asked to stop stuffing your emotion and start expressing them?
How?
Well, by talking about it, by writing about it, by writing and burning, or writing in your journal, by speaking to a counselor, by sharing with your friends and family members. That is what expression brings up. Tell me, Hansa, do you normally
Yes.
express yourself, or do you just adjust to what is happening?
I adjust what is happening.
Right. So what a powerful message your body is giving you, right? It's saying,
Yes.
stop adjusting so much. Do you know that you have over-adjusted when you have over-adjusted?
Pardon?
Like do you over-adjust?
Yeah. Sometimes I'm doing over adjust.
Okay. Do you think that the calcification and the shoulder is part of you over-adjusting? Like you've over-adjusted to carry the weight of your family, for example. Like you over-adjusted something in the shoulder and now it is reacting.
Now when you are telling, then I think it may be like that.
Okay. It makes sense, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Check right now where the shoulder pain became a 1, but when you move became a 5. How much is it now?
Shoulder pain reduced, but arm pain is still there.
Okay, Hansa. I now want you to hold your right side index finger and middle finger simultaneously together.
Okay.
And give me 1 minute. Hand check, Hansa. How is the shoulder? How is the upper arm?
little reduced. Upper arm is of 5 to 3.
Fantastic.
And shoulder is just like that.
Got it. Keep holding the fingers, and now again, let us say pain you can leave now.
So I have pain in left hand.
Okay.
So I have to hold right fingers.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. So pain you can leave now. Just say that, Hansa. One time only.
Pain you can leave now.
Okay. Let's give this 10 seconds. Check your pain, Hansa, and tell me.
Upper arm is reduced. Shoulder pain is still there.
Okay. When you say it is still there, what does that mean? Do you mean that it is aching? Do you mean that it is still tight?
No, it is aching.
It is aching. So now we will use the word aching instead of pain, because the move from pain to ache means some amount of pain has gone. So we will not bring it back with our word pain. We'll use the word aching. Is it still aching at a 5?
No.
How much is it?
It is maybe 3.
Awesome. 2 more times. Say aching, you can leave now, and see what happens.
Aching, you can leave now. Aching, you can leave now.
And check.
The place is और दूसरा प्लेस पे आ गया वो.
Wonderful. So it's moving. Good.
Yeah, it's
Good.
moving.
Good. So right now the sunflower is being taken out of the matchbox. As long as it's moving, pain is releasing or looking for a way to release. किधर आ गया है Hansa? Where has the pain come?
Back side. It was front shoulder, front side. Now it came back side.
Excellent.
On shoulder only, but it is back side of the arm. Shoulder.
Got it. And is the word ache, or is the word hurt, or is the word heat, or is the word pain?
Ache.
So ache. On the back of the shoulder, how much is it now?
Now again it came in front. It's moving.
Good. Good. Let it move. Let it move. It's trying to come out. Now what you're going to do, Hansa, is you're going to open the finger hold and you're going to brush your shoulders. Brush like, कैसे हम लोग वो dust को निकालते हैं, Hansa?
Yes. Okay.
Just do that. Because at the end of the day, everything is energy, and energy can release through the skin. So one of the things to do for pain, hold a finger. This is just one finger hold. There are 5 more finger holds that are phenomenal for pain, for neck pain, for back pain, and for knee pain. Phenomenal. On this call today, we will do only the index finger and middle finger holds. In fact, if you all are already doing it, take a couple of minutes and then tell me how you are doing. Hansa, how's the movement? How's the ache?
Feel better.
Good.
Reduce. Yes.
Good. Keep doing this with the sentence, although I haven't given you the power sentence for pain yet. This is just the basic sentence. For those of y'all who are new to Saturn's decrees, who are new to switch sentences, these are sets of 2, 3, 4, and 6 words that create instant change, shift, and transformation. These are power-packed word technology that has been given during specific times of retrograde. The most powerful one of these and the most basic one of these is Saturn's decrees because it came to release karma. A lot of pain is karmic. A lot of pain is pain we are carrying on behalf of the family. A lot of pain is pain we are carrying on behalf of our ancestors. A lot of pain shows up in us so that we can clear it for the family. And so, you can leave now is also the sentence for karma completion and can be used for anything that you're going through. You just use the word or the sentence that you know is just not serving you, it's not making you feel good, it's disempowering you, and say you can leave now. Hansa, thank you so much for trying with us. I look forward to you practicing, and of course, please stay on because I have still to give y'all the power sentence for pain to release.
Yes.
Everybody, where is your pain? What is the nature of your pain? What is the intensity of your pain? Hansa, just before you leave, my darling, where is the pain now and how is your upper arm?
Better. My shoulder pain is now only 1.
Yay! Fantastic. Fantastic. Well done, Hansa. Well done. Keep holding the
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, my girl. Everybody, please say thank you to Hansa. Hi, Donna. Tell me, my darling, where is your pain? What is your pain? Is your pain mental? Is your pain emotional? Is your pain physical? While you tell me this, let me give you the 3 big causes of pain. The one thing that pains in the pain is inflammation. It is the inflamedness of us that causes the pain. When it's just a hurt or an ache, that's the first sign that inflammation is flaring up. All inflammation is about excessive pitta, excessive fire in one part of the body. Excess vata and excess wind also cause pain, by the way. But inflammation is specific to heat in the body, to fire in the body getting stuck and trapped. Imagine if you were holding fire in your hand. It's going to hurt like crazy, right? It's going to pain so much. That's exactly what's going on when pain is pain in the body. There's inflammation, and inflammation has to be taken care of pronto. For the inflammation, healing water, extra water, managing gluten, lactose, and animal products in the diet go a very long way. If there is deep inflammation in the body, I also recommend a fast, like a fruit fast, if you can't be without food at all, like a water and soup fast. Inflammation needs to be taken care of first on the list. So, everybody, inflammation, you can leave now. One of our Saturn's decrees practitioners who works with animals and with human beings, but she does such a phenomenal job with animals. She, in fact, got a paralyzed bunny up and moving within an hour using the decrees. It was just incredible. Her name is Alexandra Mikic, and Alex, she's called Alex by those of us who know her. Alex gave me a way to use the decrees that brought in immediate power. So all credit to her. She gave me the use of the words in plural. So for example, if you have pain, I guarantee that it's going to be pain in a lot of other places as well, because at the end of the day, our mind, body, heart, soul is all one. So everything pains wherever the pain is showing up. So say, pains, you can leave now. Inflammation, you can leave now. Inflammations, you can leave now. When we start working with inflammation, because it's fire and heat in the body, as it starts releasing, you're going to feel very, very thirsty. So if you've given the decree, you'll notice that either your throat or your mouth is drying up. Please immediately have lots of water, not just a sip, lots of water. And see how your pain is. How much was it before we gave the decree for inflammation you can leave now and inflammations you can leave now? Before you said that, how were you? How are you now? In fact, this would be such a great time to bring on somebody else. And I see that we have Nauko on. Hi, Nauko. Give me 1 second to unmute you.
Hi, how are you?
Very good, thank you, Nauko. Everybody, please say hello to Nauko. This is her first call with us. So
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Nauko, what is going on with you? What is your pain? Tell us everything.
Okay, I think that since last year, I did start having a irregular bleeding besides thyroid swelling. And also, I'm sorry, this is very embarrassing. The 5 days ago, suddenly my urinary leaking started. That is very embarrassing for me to tell you guys. And at this moment, I'm sorry, my voice is kind of no good because I think maybe I suppressed my expression or anything when I was working at the company. But now I do have a, maybe I would say menopause, but I do have a cramps, irregular bleeding, and also this urinary leaking or besides thyroid. So I have no idea. I'd like to enjoy my life, but I truly do appreciate it if I can get the help from you.
Certainly, Nauko. Certainly, because you're part of a group, my darling, the group presence will also start healing you as well. And that is true for each one of us on the group. As many people as there are, cosmically, the healing results are magnified. So thank you, everybody, for showing up, especially because this call has to do with pain. Nauko, with everything that you are going through, would you say that this is an emotional and mental pain that is being revealed with various symptoms in the body?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much is the emotional pain?
I would say maybe 7 or 8. Well, little bit higher.
Okay. So emotional pain at an 8. By the way, emotional pain usually shows up with a thyroid problem. And it's exactly like Nauka said, suppressing emotions. Because our emotions get expressed, of course, by gestures and physical acts, but they primarily get expressed with voice. And because Naoko was so victimized, probably bullied and tyrannized at her workplace, she couldn't speak up. And that's impacted the thyroid. Naoko, did you have a thyroid problem before you went
Yes.
to work?
Yes, I had like a 2002 when I was living in the Georgia, the deep south in the state. I did have a thyroid issue unactivated, and unfortunately at that time, I was married to the Caucasian man who was in the U.S. Air Force, and I wasn't allowed to express how I feel about 911.
Right. I'm so sorry. Suppression is the sunflower in the matchbox because the sunflower is now suppressed, starts wilting, starts dying. Any time that we are in pain or illness or disease, some part of us is terribly stuck, wilting, dying. Naoko, your emotional pain is high at an 8. Where do you sense this pain in your body?
When?
Like when you think about this emotional pain at an 8, where is it in the body?
Okay. Actually, mostly, even though I was mentioning about my thyroid, but I do feel the cramps or pains around my tummy or
Wow.
reproductive, the organs area.
Is there a cramp right now?
Yes, I have right now.
Oh, cramps have to do with fear, with great fear, and we already know that there is a fear of expression because the suppression would have given rise to a habit of not expressing. And then what happens is when we get suppressed like this, we have explosions. Suddenly we explode. Is that correct, Naoko? Is that a behavior you have seen?
Yes, and also from my culture as a Japanese woman, because I was born in Japan and I was taught to suppress, but I was too open to speak up, so I was scolded, especially by my mother or schools in Japan.
Right. And we would do quite some sessions to go there, but let me give you some relief immediately, Naoko. On a scale of 0 to 10, how crampy are you right now?
I'm okay, but yesterday I was grumpy 10, level 10.
Let's go with releasing the memory from yesterday. Everybody, look at what we're doing. So we're not really taking up a current symptom. We're working on something that happened just yesterday. Let us see how that makes her feel in the present moment. She has given us the number of 10. Naoko, because cramps have to do with fear, instead of saying pain you can leave now or cramps you can leave now, which you all can do, I'm going straight away for fears you can leave now. By the way, the bladder and the kidney hold a lot of fear responses. When we have incontinence and there is the bladder leaking, it means there's so much fear now in the body that the body has no choice but to start releasing it involuntarily. Like that's how we normally work in life, right? Or are supposed to work in life. You're dealing with something of too much, handle it, manage it. But when we can't do it because we don't have the support, we don't have the group, we don't have the resources, then the body has no choice but to take on the process on its own. So Naoko, I want you to say 10 times, fears, you can leave now.
Feelings or fear or?
Fears, like when you're fearful of something.
Okay, feelings, you can leave now.
No, not
Feelings.
feelings. So sorry, my love. Not feelings. Fears. Like fear.
Feel. Okay.
Yeah.
Feel.
So make that plural.
Okay. Feel, you can leave now. I'm sorry. Feel, you can leave now. Feel 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 you can leave now.
How are you feeling overall, Nako, having said it 10 times?
Yes, I do have a huge shift releasing from my tummy.
Fantastic. Take your time, Nako. Have some water. Let me check how everybody on the group is doing. Healing water, everybody. Lots of it. Lots of it. Because pain carries inflammation, and inflammation needs to be doused out. So cooling diets, cooling behaviors. Like if you have inflammation in the body, don't join a gym. Because gyms require using the muscles heavily, and that also aggravates inflammation. Hug a tree. Touch the petals of a flower. Pet an animal. These are all ways to douse out inflammation. Have nobody to hug? Hug yourself. Hug yourself, rock back and forth. Nako, how are you doing now?
Actually, I'm hugging myself.
Nice. Good. Look back to yesterday. How are you feeling about the cramps now? Do they still feel like they were at a 10?
Right now?
Right now?
Actually, it's going down to the 1 or 0.
Yay! Superb! Superb!
I have a question. Because of all the cramps I experienced, do you think this suppression of my feelings on my voice actually created not only this physical condition, even though it's gone, but also like my financial issues? Because my voice is very important, like you guys. And I did start expressing myself with creative writing. That really does make me feel very comfortable right now, but sometimes still afraid of expressing.
Correct. Correct. Those are the cramps, my darling. The fear of expressing, the fear of the mother's disapproval, the fear of the father's disapproval. And when it's in the lower belly, it's always, when cramps in the lower belly have to do with fear of expression. Because expression first begins in our lower belly. Then it travels upwards and comes to our throat and comes out of our mouth or comes out from our hands. You ever seen anybody that you wanted to see and you immediately just started running towards them? Like you just wanted to throw your arms wide open and jump on them and hug them and kiss them. You know how dogs do when they see you? Because dogs don't think anything, right? They experience the emotion and immediately act on it. When we are not able to immediately act on an emotion by expressing it, it gets suppressed. You can have a very strict father, mother, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, grandfather, grandmother who you would love to hug or get a hug from, but you can't do it because they're just, what are you doing? Behave yourself. All of that gets suppressed and then starts suppressing further expression. Because look at it. Expression starts in the lower abdomen. The moment you have suppressed something, now there's a heavy layer in the lower abdomen. The next set of expression has to fight through this layer and then start coming up. So ultimately, the body makes a habit of the suppression. Next thing you know, you're cramping, irregular periods, early menopause, PMS symptoms, fibroids, cysts in the ovaries. All of these become energies that needed release, expression, and attention and didn't get it. In the healing journey, we do it for ourselves. Like Naoko said, she is turning to creative writing. It's a form of expression. Singing, shouting into a pillow if you don't have the privacy and a soundproof wall. Some form of expression is required or the inflammation rises. So will you all remember this? Suppression needs to be worked on. What are you suppressing? And what is the message of the body? Naoko, where the emotional pain was at an 8, how much is your emotional pain right now?
Actually 0, 1, but my body is working, like a pain is back, it's like a releasing again. So I don't think this is negative, but emotionally, I don't hold anything.
Fantastic. Fantastic. We did no work on the emotional pain. Do you see that? But we did one more thing apart from giving the decrees. Tell me, what did we just do for Naoko? What has really taken her emotional pain away and is continuing to do so? Can you tell me what just took place?
You mean, like, would you please tell me again? I think I didn't understand the meaning of your question.
Like, we didn't work on the emotional pain, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it went away. It's down. How did that happen? There are 2 reasons. Everybody, how did it just happen?
Because
Naoko,
I think, okay, I just released when you were giving me the degree. I think I was using the entire, or how I can say this one. I was using my whole energy to release.
Wonderfully said. Wonderfully. Remember what I said in the beginning? Wherever the pain is, everything pains. So wherever you release it, it'll release from everywhere. We are one, right? Our mind, body, heart, soul, our emotional body, our pain body, our physical body, our mental body, our spiritual, it's all one. So wherever we start pulling it out, it starts getting pulled out from everywhere. That is also the power of healing, also the power of the decrees. The decrees do not distinguish the pain from the body or the mind or the heart or the soul. Like the emotional pain is in a separate place. Physical pain and cramps in a separate place. We started working on the cramps. Emotional pain became better. Wow! How amazing! Because the decree goes straight away. If you notice, I also did one more thing in the use of the decree. I didn't make Naoko say the whole sentence. Cramps in my lower abdomen. Irregular bleeding. I didn't make her say any of that. I went straight for fears. And we only said fears. You can leave now. Meaning, the process itself has also become shortened because the intelligence of the words technology is that it doesn't need to be given a detail. Isn't that amazing? Naoko, isn't that amazing?
Of course, absolutely.
I didn't give you a choice. You had to say that. How are you feeling overall, Naoko? How are you feeling about your future?
You know, I think bright, even though until yesterday I was so afraid of the unknown future, but at the same time, I did know that I truly do need to express who I am as my profession. So I'm going to keep going as a journalist or a writer besides coaching, because these are my passion, what I truly want to do.
And you will do it. Passion is the other thing that pain takes away from us. Can you do anything passionate when you're in pain? Clearly the answer being no. How much of your passion have you been robbed in being in pain? It is not worth it except for that one message, the message of stop. Nauko, what are you being asked to stop?
I think I created this situation to stop in order to move forward to return to my passion. I think I created this situation.
So if I say it in another way, can I say, Nauko, that you have been stopped so that you can take full measure of who you are, what you can do, and start working towards it?
Yes.
I guarantee if you had continued in this job, or, the other mental stress we fall under, the inner critic completely driving us up the wall, get a job, what do you do about money, how can you manage to live? In giving in to that and not listening to the message of stop in the body, Nauko, everything would have gotten worse. Do you believe that?
Yes, it happened to me. Yes.
And so therefore, the pain is actually stopping things from getting worse?
Yes.
Superb.
Yes.
Superb. Pain holds us back, but pain holds us back for a reason. Back is the past. Back is our culture. Back is our mother. Back is our father. Back is what is behind us. When pain holds us back, it's saying stop. There's something in the past that needs to be worked on. For both Hansa and Nauko, clearly it's coming from a very deep family and cultural programming where they have not been allowed expression. This has to change. And this, by the way, is changing because Earth has ascended. So we will be finding more and more ways to express ourselves. And when we can't, in that moment when it all becomes too much, we'll be exploding. It's okay. It's all okay. It is part of learning the new muscle of healing and expression. What is your pain asking you to stop and pay attention to? Not the pain. The pain is not asking for attention, although the body part will tell you something as well. For Nauko, it's Nauko. You got to take a look at the fears. Fears, you can leave now. All fears, you can leave now. My mother's fears, you can leave now. My father's fears, you can leave now. My child's fears, you can leave now. If you don't have an outer child, you have an inner child. And the child carries the program from the mother as well as the father. So when I say my mother's fears, I of course want it for her, but I'm also doing it for me because I would be carrying so much from my mother, so much from my father. So it's about letting the family programs that disempower us go. Nauko, how are you feeling overall?
Everything what you taught me or what you taught everyone joining, everything is true. And I was carrying too much from my mother, father, and ancestors, including my father's jealousy, my mother's abuses, even my sister's violence. So even I was working at a Japanese company in Los Angeles, but exactly repeating the same patterns. But before I was leaving the company last month, I did speak up because I couldn't allow anyone to harass me or do anything toward me that I had nothing to do with. So, yeah.
Everybody, round of applause for Nauko. She spoke up. Even if it was at the time of her leaving, she spoke up. Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. Well done, Nauko. And I'm so glad you left. That is a sign of good emotional health. That is a sign of self-respect. It's a sign of healthy boundaries. Very well done. Very well done. And everybody, see what she said. Jealous father, violent sister, abusive mother. We have no choice but to recreate our family patterns. We just don't. There is no exception to this rule. Because our family patterns are the patterns of our lives that we learned most from. Our family is the family that we spend most time with, right? And even if we didn't get to spend time with them, we carry their programs in our DNA. So right now, my darlings, as you do this work, whatever it is that you are dealing with, you are repatterning your DNA as well. The decrees do that. You are changing everything for yourself, your community, your family, your culture. For women to speak up is a very big thing. Asian cultures have this, where a woman is not allowed to speak up. She must either be only seen and not heard, or not even seen and heard. She must only work in the background and make sure that her life is a life of constant service. The message of pain is very often also a message to stop overgiving. Are you overgiving, Nauko?
Yes, I did. Or I do. When I was working for the well-known healer, I'm not gonna disclose this healer in the States. I was giving a lot to him and his organization, and then they didn't pay me, and I got sick. And the universe was removing me from that healer and also the organization. But I was holding the grudges against them. But I was too much, even at the company I was working until last month. I was always giving too much.
Correct. Overgiving. Stop the overgiving. There's only one way to stop the overgiving, and that's by having a sense of healthy self-esteem, self-respect, not listening to the mind when the mind says, oh, but at least you have a job. Maybe the money will come. We always know. So at that point, to be able to say, this is not acceptable to me. I will also ask all of y'all to definitely listen to my other no-charge call, which is the call on healthy boundaries. It's an empath's gym specific call. And the empath's gym is where we work on the muscles of an empath. A lot of empaths have a lot of emotional pain and these symptoms of disorders in the body. For an empath to be in physical pain takes much longer than normal because the empath's innate positivity and goodness helps them bounce back. And so we come to the second cause of pain. The first, inflammation coming with suppression. The second, inflammation is about heat in the body, as is anger. The family of anger is the family of fire in the body. When we don't deal with our anger, and anger also, by the way, always looking for expression, wanting to hit somebody, wanting to break a plate, wanting to scream, always looking for that expression. Because most of us don't know how to handle anger, don't know how to healthily express anger, don't know how to remove ourselves in that moment, take a walk, calm down, cool down, count from 1 to 100, and then return to the conversation. Anger and its various family members is a huge cause for pain. I was working on this very severe neck pain, and the person said that her neck pain is like at a 10, and I could see inflammation like fire in the left side of her neck, blazing fire. So I asked her, we did a little bit of, I'm just going to have some water. How lovely is this healing water? Because every time I say the word inflammation, a little bit of dryness shows up. All right, my darling, what was I saying? Yes. I was seeing this blaze. So I knew we had to take a look at inflammation and anger. And there were things going on with an invalid mother. Because the mother was invalid and she had to be the sole caretaker, clearly you do tend to get angry at some point or the other, right? Constantly having to take care of someone means that your life is put on hold, right? And my call just got muted there. Mercury retrograde, you can leave now. I was already saying that the act of being a constant caregiver is like taking care of a child that can never grow up. If you have a child, you know the frustration of this. So I asked her, are you angry with your mother? So she said, no, I worked on it so much, it's all done. I used to be angry with my father, but I have forgiven myself completely. Meaning, there was no acknowledgement of the fact that anger was still remaining, that there was this blaze of a fire still going on in the body. And because pain always carries inflammation, and inflammation always comes from suppressed anger, and she did not want to go there, we did not make much headway. I did a clearing for her, came down from a 10 to just about an 8. I said, continue with the finger hold. Let me know how you're doing. But this, where we are not able to acknowledge anger and its family. Its family includes violence. Its family includes abuse. Its family includes jealousy. Its family includes spite. Its family includes self-destruction behaviors. Its family includes self-sabotage. Where, you know how somebody who's made you very angry will come and apologize? And you'll say, no. Like it's not enough. Like you can't receive that apology in that time. Right? You can't receive that apology because the anger has not yet been expressed. But how often have we been in abusive relationships and just in anger and out of the spite that we are receiving, we stop ourselves from doing what makes us feel better? Like somebody said something about our weight and we were enjoying our food. You know how we push the plate away? Spite becomes self-spite. Jealousies also show up with us. What are we most jealous of? And do we recognize that it's contributing to the suppressed anger and the inflammation in our bodies? Suppressed anger is the one thing that I have seen show consistently in every single case of pain. Fears also cause pain. But fears are still a little easier. It's still a little easier to say, I'm a little scared, I'm a little nervous, I'm a little shy. It's still easier than to be able to say, I'm boiling mad. I'm furious with you. What are y'all angry with? And how can y'all express it? Write it, burn it, but not today. Before the new moon shows up. And Nauko, you've been with us, still unmuted. As I mentioned this, what do you think about suppressed anger?
Suppressing anger is very painful. Really ruining my life. I don't want to do it.
I am so grateful for your honesty and your ability to say that. Suppressed anger causing is so painful. Suppressed anger is ruining my life. Pain ruins us unless we pay attention to what its message is. How can you express your anger, and can we make the intention today to express this anger? Scream, shout, lock yourself in the car, release it, express it. Write a letter to that person on email, delete it. Let it out of the symptom. It's one of the hidden reasons for pain. And the number one reason for pain, number one. Now this I have seen in 8 out of 10. In 80% of the cases that I've worked on, I have seen this. And a version of it in the remaining 20%. And the biggest cause, especially in the body, is acidity. All of y'all in pain, do you have any symptoms of acidity? Acid reflux, heartburn. Tell me. And I can't, okay, somebody's typing a comment, we'll wait for that. In the remaining 20%, a version of acidity is acidic thoughts, acidic emotions. All of them come from the family of anger. Jealousy is an acidic emotion. Envy, not so much. Spite is an acidic emotion. Vengeance, revenge, is an acidic thought. And acidity itself takes away the joy of life, or rather, the joy of eating. Isn't that one of our joys? A good meal, oh, what fun. A good meal with friends, oh, even more fun. A good meal with friends and family. Is there anything more healing than that? Acidity takes that away from us. Acidic thoughts, complaining, cribbing, whining. Acidic thoughts, why does this always happen to me? Other people have it easier. To some extent, the I am not good enough does not carry so much acidity. Behaviors of hoarding, habits of cluttering, untidiness, not taking a bath every day, not washing your hair twice a week. All of these are acidic behaviors, acidic thoughts, acidic emotions. And this calls for our next water break. Have lots of water, everybody. And my deepest apologies and biggest hugs if all of this is hard to hear. The truth about pain is a little painful. But as long as you go through the first stage of healing, and the first stage of healing is awareness. All our group calls are about this awareness, because awareness gives rise to the first stage, part 2 of healing, which is understanding. If there is awareness and understanding, all of us feel a little better. Somebody once said, a single moment of understanding can flood a whole life with meaning. Also, in the awareness and the understanding, when we are able to break the pain down, we've immediately taken our power from it and know how to handle it. Everybody, now go try this. Acidic or excess acid. You can leave now. Oh, Tejal, I'm very much speaking, my love. Y'all can't hear me? What a silly thing to ask. But Nauko?
Yes.
Oh, great. You can hear me.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Everybody, am I audible?
Hmm?
I'm just checking. That's why in silence. Nauko, how are you doing, my darling? How did it make you feel to hear all this?
You know, I truly do appreciate it because until I did join this call, I did have too much pain holding. But now, I'm really clear about my future, which direction I like to go, or I'm going, or I did start walking. But I just grateful.
Super.
Very
Thank you.
clear.
Thank you so much for that attitude, Nauko. How are you feeling overall?
Oh, very clear. I mean, wow.
Good. I'm glad. Continue the work. We still have some more of the call to complete, so stay with us, Ma, and have lots of healing water.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Nauko. Everybody, please say thank you to Nauko. Bye, my girl. Speak to you soon again.
Thank you.
Donna, how are you doing? How is the dizziness, the blurry vision, and trembling body? Tejal, how are you doing? And thank you so much for that symptom, because gas can come from acidity so easily. I don't know if you have acidity, Tejal, not assuming that at all. Donna, would you like to come on to the call and let us check how you're doing? I also want to give everybody the power statement for pain and anything else that is painful. Also, I brought up these three causes. We're also going to be doing lots more work on them. I am taking the time of the clearing cycle, the most powerful clearing days in the month, which are 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, 23rd being new moon. And we're going to do 3 calls. Each of these calls are dedicated to the acidity, to the acidic thoughts, feelings, behaviors, anger, as well as inflammation in the body. First of all, how are you all doing right now? How were you all yesterday or before the call? How are you doing immediately? And Donna is better for now, all right? Anybody else? Would you like to come on and take a look as to what's going on with the pain in your body? Just raise your hand or say yes on the group. Okay, in the meantime, here is the ultimate sentence. The thing with pain is that it doesn't happen for just a few minutes. It happens over time, right? Gets more and more. Like for Hansa, the pain was happening for 2 weeks. And the thing with pain is till it gets our attention to what the body part is saying, or what the nature of the pain is saying, or what the pain is asking us to stop, it will continue. Everybody, can we please say yes to receiving the message of the pain? Can we please receive what it is we have to stop and what it is that we have to pay attention to? Just say your big in capitals with exclamation mark, yes. Yes to that. And somebody is typing, so thank you. One person saying yes, says yes for the whole group. Let me give you the statement. I think we are not taking on any more people right now, but on the 3 calls that we do, the calls will last like this, anywhere between 1.5 hours to 2 hours. We will do many, many, many sessions, and we will move from pain to power. So, here it is. If you don't have physical pain, but are able to identify your emotional pain, just rate for me how much is it on a scale of 0 to 10. Mental pain, clutter, hoarding, tight-fisted, inability to receive, inability to give, all of these are painful. And the reason we take the rating is so that you see how the sentence works. All right, the sentence is, pain, you can stop and leave now. Try it. Say it just once. Tell me how it makes you feel. If you want to say dizziness, you can stop and leave now. You can say that. Hi, Nishtha. So Nishtha has put up physical pain at an 8, emotional pain at a 9, and mental pain at a 9 as well. Nishtha, just say it with one word, and the word is pain. Many thanks and all credit to Alex Mikic. Just say pain. You can stop and leave now. But after you have said pain, you can stop and leave now. The reason is I want you to get familiar with how the energy starts moving and shifting. Remember, there's a journey to pain. Instead of the pain, you can start feeling uncomfortable, unsettled, heavy, stiff, achy, hurting, tight. You can start feeling the anger. You can start feeling the jealousy. You can start feeling the inflammation that, something is on fire in this spot. Keep in mind the journey. As you're pulling the sunflower out of the matchbox, inshallah, it just bounces up, but you may need to take it out. You may need to stroke it a bit. You may need to put a few drops of water on it. Be mindful of the journey if you're not experiencing the shift immediately. Yes, very much get a call replay. Very much. You get a call replay and you get your specific offer to come on for those 3 days of the group workshop as well, where we will work on the pain, do mini sessions, know the remaining 5 pain mudras. Mudras, finger holds. 3 of these have never been introduced before. Actually, 4 of these have never been introduced before. I'll tell you the other one. The other one that you'll probably know is Vayu Mudra, where you bend your index finger and keep your thumb on it. But don't worry, my darlings, before the call, you will have all the pictures. We will also do simple ways to let go of pain, like the brushing that we did. The brushing we did with Hansa, the pain came down, and the brushing is as simple as you putting your hands on that particular body part and just brushing it out. Just brushing it out. If it's shoulder, you use the opposite hand and do it. Or cross your hands over and do it. On your knee, just keep stroking and brushing out, like you're dusting off something. That speeds up the release of the pain. Nishtha says, I felt the anger after saying the sentence. Superb! Superb! The anger will need some expression before it goes off completely, because the next easiest thing to do is say, anger, you can leave now, right? Say it. If the anger leaves, wonderful. It has had its expression. If it doesn't leave as quickly as in 5 and 10 seconds, it means it needs expression. Write that email, delete it. And Rebecca, hi Rebecca. Rebecca is also not being able to hear us. So yes, there is a call replay to that. I want to give you one more parting way of working with pain. This shows results a little later, but it works. The body part that's paining, you keep one or both palms on it. If you can. If you can't, just keep your palms a little higher up. And close your eyes, and 3 times you say, can you guess what you have to say? No, actually, it's not fair of me to ask. I will tell you. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya or Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. 3 times with your hands on it. What this does is give you the exact next thing you have to do. Let us say that you do need to go to a doctor. Let us say that you do need a supplement. Because I mentioned right in the beginning of the call, there are minerals and vitamin deficiency. Did I mention it? Let me just say it again. There are mineral and vitamin deficiencies that contribute to pain. Magnesium, calcium, vitamin E, vitamin D, B12, actually almost all the B complex family. This particular mantra, when you do it like that, somehow it leads you to the next best thing you have to do for it. It will lead you to the next best doctor. It will lead you to the next best test you have to take. It will lead you to the next best medication you have to take. Because at no point do I want you all to give up anything that is bringing you relief and support as of now. To get off pain medication will take some time. Give the decrees, and in a matter of days and weeks, you will find that you don't need the medication as much. Nishtha says feeling heavy in the heart and some stiffness. Excellent. See the journey of pain? Anger, stiffness, heaviness. I have seen heaviness show up very often when pain is releasing, because pain is really the heaviness of a concentrated amount of energy. Remember sunflower in a matchbox? It's concentrated, focused energy in one place. So as we say pains, you can leave now. You can stop and leave now. Inflammation, you can stop and leave now. Excess acid, you can stop and leave now. Acidic, you can stop and leave now. As we say all of this, the inflammation comes down. So the part that's causing the pain gets some morphine, but the energy may still be trapped in that matchbox. So the heaviness shows up around there. Heaviness is a great sign of pain releasing. Heaviness, stiffness, tightness, aching, hurting. These are the words that we will start getting comfortable with as the pain leaves the body. Instead of anger, some amount of anxiety can also show up. This is as simple as the fact that if you've gotten used to something, letting it go will give rise to some amount of worry and concern in the mind, and that will give rise to some amount of anxiety in the body. Nishtha, how are you feeling now, my love? Would you like to come on and do a mini session with us? And we can close on that then. And somebody from Hot Springs has put their hand up. I'm so sorry, my love. Who is this? Are you on the Facebook group? Nishtha, I can't see you on the webcast, my love. Have you dialed through another option? Have you dialed through the phone? You know what? I'm just going to unmute this person. So sorry, Nishtha, my love. So sorry. But just hang in there. Maybe we can still do a mini session with you, especially if you come on the webcast option. All right? Person from Hot Springs. Powerful
Yes,
person from Hot Springs. Hi.
Hi,
Hi. Who are we speaking to?
this is Darcy Ann Williams. You've done some
Hi,
work for
Darcy
me.
Ann. Everybody, this is also Darcy Ann's first call with us. So
Yes,
everybody, please say hello. Please make her feel welcome. How are you doing, Darcy Ann?
I still got pain in my hip and my knee. That's why
All
I joined
right.
the call.
And how is it now?
It's a little better. I mean, it comes and goes. Pain comes and goes.
All right, the pain. So everybody, when you have pain that comes and goes, the simplest thing to do is to look at the time that it was there if it's not there right now. So Darcy, you mentioned pain in the hip and knee.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So hips have to do with moving forward and knees have to do with unfulfilled needs. So the body part is saying something. Is there a fear of moving forward, Darcy Ann? Or
Probably.
have you moved? Sorry, go ahead.
Probably.
Is there
I'm
anger at moving forward? If you've also changed and moved lots of houses, the hips can become stiff and painful. Have you done that?
yes, I have moved from one house to another. I built a house. So I'm here where I'm going to be, hopefully retire.
And are you in the house you own right now, or do you have to move
Yes,
out of
ma'am.
there?
No, I own this house.
Fantastic. When did your hip pain start?
Gosh, it's been probably about a year ago. And then I got stem cells injection July 1st last year, and it's still hurting because I was hoping to regenerate my cartilage.
Correct.
And,
Correct.
I'm still hurting. I'm taking supplements to try to grow my cartilage again, but still got pain.
Fantastic. Are you on any kind of magnesium or calcium supplement?
Yes,
Superb.
I do.
Your vitamin D,
I work in I work in a hospital, so I'm all about natural healing.
Okay.
I'm socking it to it the best I can to heal it. But I still got the pain, and it makes it difficult for me to work.
Absolutely, because it robs us. So what happened a year ago, Darcy Ann?
Well, I fell July 13th. I was walking my dogs, and one of them was a young dog, and they saw a deer, and they pulled me down. So that didn't help everything. on the
Right.
pavement.
He didn't. Sure, didn't. Everybody, because there is a memory associated with the pain. Tell me something, Darcian. Did it make you very angry with the dog?
Yes.
And did you
A
also get
lot.
angry with yourself for falling? Like, were you embarrassed?
Yeah. Yes.
And so immediately, the anger around the whole situation could have gotten locked in. Let's just take
Yeah.
a look at Darcian.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Something was locked.
Correct. Is there any pain right now in the hip or the knee?
They don't hurt so much to stand there. They're like that other lady you were talking to. It hurts more to move. I can stand on them okay without a lot of pain, but when I move, that's the problem.
And everybody, because she has used the word hurt and hurt 3 times, I'm switching over the use of the word pain to the use of the word hurt. It hurts to move forward. Is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And on a scale of 0 to 10, how much does it hurt to move forward?
Probably about a 5.
All right. And on a scale of 0 to 10, how much is the anger around the incident?
I'm angry at myself. Probably a 7 or 8.
All right. So we will go with that first. So just say, either choose. Is it anger, angry, or angers?
Anger.
All right. So anger, you can stop and leave now.
Anger, you can stop and leave now.
And let's give this 30 seconds.
I thought something might be blocked or something is keeping this from healing. That's why I was wanting to contact you, because I can't seem to unblock it myself.
I'm so glad you came on the call.
I'm so glad you picked me. I was like shocked. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And
I
check
knew
my
I
love.
needed help.
Right. And we're all here to give it to you. Check my love. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much is the anger, which was at a 7?
Yeah, it's coming down. It's more like a 5.
5. And 5 was also how much it hurts to move forward. So I'm going to switch to the word hurt and go with that. So hurt,
Okay.
you can stop and leave now 5 times.
5 times?
5 times.
Hurt. Hurt. You can stop and leave now. 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 Hurt. You can stop and leave now.
Have your healing water. Everybody, water. And check, darling, where the anger was a 7 came to a 5, where the hurt to move forward was at a 5. How much is the anger? How much is the hurt?
They're probably about 2 now.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic is right. I was so happy you called me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you called me.
And instead of hurt, do you feel like using another word? Like maybe dull ache?
Yes.
Fantastic. So the journey, you must watch out for the journey, because sometimes we can take a look at that and say it's still there. The danger with saying it's still there is that it's a message to the mind to keep it. So anytime you're suppressing the release taking place, make sure that you've given yourself the next stage. No, it's not paining, it's hurting. Oh, it's no longer a hurt, it's a dull pain. Oh, it's no longer a dull pain, it's now just this kind of heaviness, feeling a little stiff now. Keep the journey in mind when you're taking the sunflower out of the matchbox and restoring it to perfect health and joy and sunshiny happiness.
I understand, because I know words got power.
Absolutely. And this is all about word power. Darcian, thank you so much for coming on the call.
You get to do some work for me on my birthday, February 14th.
Done.
That's my session. One of my sessions I have with you.
And
that's my birthday gift to me.
Thank you for saying that. I'm so happy to be part of that gift. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you catching my call.
Thank you. Everybody, huge thank you to Darcian. And say bye to her as well. Bye, my love. Speak to you soon again.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Nishtha, I don't have you on the webcast, my girl. But please do come for the 3-day workshop on the webcast and let us do your mini session for you then. How is everybody doing? Nishtha, I'm not seeing you on broadcast, na? Give me 1 second. 1 second. Let me just check. No, my darling, I'm not seeing you. You're not showing up over here at all. Try the webcast. I may have said it incorrectly. Instead of broadcast, maybe the webcast. Pallavi, those group calls are at 9 p.m. IST. Perhaps. I would love to do some work with you, Nishtha. You want to take a quick look again? Quick look? Just see if the webcast solution works. Will you try? We'll wait for a couple of minutes. And everybody, thank you so much. It helps to have even one more of y'all on the call. And there were so many of y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please do come for the group call where your presence will release it for somebody else and everybody else's presence will release it for you. 21st, 22nd, 23rd. There is a charge to those calls, but if you sign up before midnight tomorrow, that's the full moon, so you're making a choice to invest in your abundant good health, power, and passion, then there is a very exclusive, sweet, sweet deal. It's going to be in your call replay email. Have a look. Come. Oh, Nishtha, you're not showing on my dashboard. I'm so sorry. I think I've given you the incorrect instruction. And Neelu is not on the call today, otherwise she would have jumped in and made something happen. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How are you feeling now? Where physical pain at an 8, where is it now? How much is it now? Thank you so much, Nishtha. You are so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. I am making the intention that you be there on the call and that we do as many sessions as required for you. So yes to that. All right, my darlings, closing this call with our final meditation. Please close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Start feeling calm, relaxed as all the shifts start integrating and becoming a physical reality. In your mind's eye, see yourself traveling speedily, really quickly, hopping into a plane, hopping into a train, walking, cycling, running, rushing. In front of you, Mount Kailasa, snow-capped, icy, cold, and before you know it, you are sitting in front of Lord Shivji and his consort, Parvati. They smile at you. They were expecting you. From Shivji's army, which you may or may not see, somebody steps forward with a trident, the three-pronged stick. They take the trident and they put it into you where you most need it. At the end of a trident is a button. He switches on the button and milky white light flows from the trident into this body part. It flows and flows and flows and starts spreading through the entire body. Legs, torso, head, shoulders, neck, arms, hands, feet, your back. Clearing and releasing. Maybe you are being able to receive it. Maybe you are shuddering. The power of this milky light carries the power to restore you to complete and total health, where even if the pain has not gone completely, you are no longer stuck, blocked, jammed, or damned by it. Where if you've not yet received the message of what you have to stop and what you have to pay attention to, you will receive it. The trident is pulled out. The person joins the army, and you see that Lord Shivji has raised his hand to send you blessings. And in the center of the palm of his hand, a ray of light radiates out onto you, and you bow your head, and over there and over here, you receive this ray of light, his blessings, and you say, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. You return in your own time. See you soon again, my darlings. Jai Shivji.